I'm going to quickly talk through how you can create content for your LinkedIn. Now, I recorded this video the first time. It ended up 30 minutes long, so I'm going to try really hard not to make it 30 minutes long. Right now, you are looking at my current LinkedIn. It's a work in progress. There's a lot of things that need to change on here, but today we're going to focus on content. So, the first thing you need to do is get familiar with your profile. Get familiar with your of course your name, but then also the title that you have and the ways that people can connect with you. Make sure that you have the updated position that you are at. Make sure that you have the any websites. Like this is an important one. Make sure like wherever you want people to go after working with you, you have that action item set on your profile. So I know that's not content, but it's really, really important. Something else that's really important is this public profile URL. You want to change that. You want to make sure that it doesn't have that like linkedin.com EHI 123 ampersand dash this, that, and the third. You want to make sure that it's very simple, that it's easy for you to type out, and it's easy for you to copy and paste for people to get to you. So we covered that. Now let's talk content. You want to make sure you have a good profile photo. I hate standard headshots, but a lot of people do standard headshots. I am a lively, bubbly person when people meet me, and I'm always engaged and I'm always doing content and I'm always out and about. So I prefer to show pictures of me in action than to show a regular headshot. But sometimes I might switch it out with a headshot. Also, your cover. So I went to the crypto recruiters open call or open hours, office hours, and they gave some really good advice about the cover. So what I do for my profile is actually what you should do for your cover, which is show you an action. Don't do those cover photos where it's like promoting your business or promoting like a course or something like that, because if you're looking for a job and they see that type of header, they're going to think that you're a business owner and not somebody looking for work. So you want to show pictures of you actually at work and doing what you love. So that's the first thing when it comes to content, is like what are people immediately seeing. So then right after that, for my service providers, for people who do offer services, you can add your content here. So what you do is you can either edit your services from here, or you can edit your services from your main page. There was a quick way. So there was the services from here, but it'll be better to do it from down here. So if you already have it on, if you don't have it on your profile, you add a profile section and you add services. If you already have it, you go to your services, you can click the pencil, and then that is where you can add your media, and then you can add images, videos, or links to your portfolio or anything that you do that's related to your work. And actually, I'm going to remove that one and I'm going to keep those two. And then you make sure that you save it. So that's one of the first areas you can go to. Your featured one is your more important content. So there's reasonings behind all the stuff that I have up here. So I'm gonna start with the oldest one, which was when I first launched Geek Empowered. I talked about what my mission was, what my journey looked like, and what I was trying to do, and what it's like to work with me. This was back when I was doing more marketing operations than I was doing web design or teaching. So my goal was to have business owners learn how to source and utilize the right tools that works for their particular business. So that's what I did, and I would show them how I did that. So if people wanted to know what I did, they could go to my LinkedIn, they could see this, and then they can learn about what I do. And then let's see, we could look through all of them. So I had older stuff. So these are my clients' work. So this is a client of mine. This was a client of mine. Um, and I did websites, and I also did physical newsletters, like newsletters for print. Um, I hate that that image is not showing. That website is still up. Yeah, the website is still up. I'm just shocked that it's not showing. So let's see. I wonder, can I edit my media? There we go. There we go. Let's see. Desktop. This. See, this is how my last video ended up 30 minutes because I was like, oh, I see this, I see that. Let me move this, let me move that. Okay, so I would show my client work. These are all past clients. I would show what I do. This was a talk that I did with Cherry on Tech. This was one of my digital literacy workshops. So I was showing the decks that I use. This was a branding guide that I did for a client. And this is my most recent thing, which was my pitch deck. So this is my pitch deck for today. This is what I do right now. So I talk through the problem that I solve and how I do it, my approach, my case studies, and then my expertise, like where can I help you specifically, and then my reviews, all that type of stuff. And then the way that you add your content here is literally through the plus sign. You can add a post, you can add a newsletter. Like if you had a post that you want to highlight that did really, really well, and the way that you can see if it did well, look at your numbers. You can highlight that post, or you could feature that post so everybody can see it. And I have a whole lot of posts, so I'm not gonna scroll through all of that. But you could do a post, you could do a newsletter, you could do an article, a link, or pictures and videos. And then the last area that I want to show you that you can add content in is your actual activity, your post. So outside of your profile, if you want people to see what you're doing, if you want to share a video, if you want to share an article, if you want to create an event, which, you know what, this is the second to last thing that I want to show you because I want to make sure I show you the event part because that is a game changer for a lot of us on LinkedIn. But you can just share just like you do on Facebook, literally anything and everything. And maybe I'll do a separate video on a type of content to share because now that I'm thinking about the question that was asked, they may be asking about the type of content and not how to share content on LinkedIn. But you can post to anyone, and you can also create an event. And the reason why I'm calling out the events is because what you can do is you can make a live event. So if you're using a third-party tool to stream live, and there's a bunch of them that you can use for free, you can go on LinkedIn and be live on LinkedIn. And I think that is really, 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 really cool. So that is everything when it comes to how to create content on LinkedIn. If you have any questions, feel free to comment or feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn.